Okay, crazy game. The way that started, can't say enough about the way the offense started that game. They were super efficient, both running and throwing the ball in that first half. I thought Jadrian did a great job of just staying within himself, going to his reads, doing everything we asked him to do in the run game. I thought the running backs were running hard. Second half got a little crazy. I mean, we didn't have Trayshawn Garrett, we didn't have Trayvon Johnson, we don't have Cameron Livingston. It was just like one guy after another going down. And I was super proud of the players that stepped in for him and played really good. And that doesn't always show up on the stat sheet, but those backups that stepped in and did a great job, I'm fired up for. Heine Moy, I thought ran the ball very hard today. And we had some real key contributions on the defensive side from some backups. Still a lot of things to clean up. Their quarterback coming in, we knew we were going to have to stop him with his legs because he's a very dynamic guy. I don't think we did a good enough job in that area. So there's still plenty to clean up. Winning the turnover margin today was huge. We knew that going in. Montana State had done a great job in that area going into the game. Sort of flip that in our favor was big in that game, obviously. But it's a great win. I think Montana State's a heck of a team, and they're well coached. That just college football sometimes doesn't bounce in your favor. And I'm just very proud of the guys and how they prepared and how this game went down.
Coach, what's Emmanuel's injury?
So it's an ankle, which I don't know what the heck's going on with our running back group, but Eric Wilkes, Trayshawn Garrett, Emmanuel Poole all have ankles right now. So maybe something we're feeding them. I don't know. But, yeah. So.
But at the same time, I mean, you kind of touched on it a little bit. I mean, just the depth of your running back core is solid. And Heine said that the group isn't too worried about it, but how do you see that situation?
Well, I knew that going into the season. I had talked about this team having 4 100-yard rushers, guys that had gone for over 100 yards in a game. And usually in a season, that stuff pops up, and it has this year. And we've needed every one of them, obviously. So depth is key to every position, but that's been huge for us this year because the next guy's just got to pick up the rifle and go.
When you guys go up 21-0, what's the mindset of the team right there? And what did you think of your ability in the second quarter then to keep pushing it?
Well, so we went through that. And in the last game we lost, we were up 21-0 before you could blink. It was very similar. And we had a huge let up. And in fact, right after we went up 21-0, they went right down and scored and flipped momentum back in their favor. And then in that particular game, there was a little bit of a let up. This game, and gratefully we had been through it before, there was no let up. The offense went right back down the field and put another touchdown in the end zone. And, having been in some of these situations before helps us, and that showed up today.
Were you thinking about it at all? The loss to South Dakota and how it kind of turned around in the third quarter with an interception? There was a couple of close calls there.
Sure. If you're not thinking about that stuff, you're not very smart. Because you better learn from your mistakes. And I talked to the players about that. We've been in this situation before. I'm going up and down the sideline telling them that. We've been in this situation before. You better keep playing hard. We talked about playing a full 60 minutes. No matter what happened, good or bad, we better play a full 60 minutes. And I think for the most part, we did a pretty good job of that today.
You mentioned Jadrian just kind of going through his reads, but what did you see in Montana State's coverages that allowed him to be so efficient, especially the first half?
Well, that was something that was very concerning to me going in, is Montana State's defense had played very well. I thought they were very physical, and I thought they did a good job of passing stuff off. Quite frankly, that's as good as our offense has executed in the throw game. And I got to give a lot of credit to Cameron Livingston, a lot of credit to Jadrian. Those guys really sparked us. Andrew made some huge plays. Andrew Vollard. Bottom line, those guys sparked us by just making some big plays. And, you get someone on their heels a little bit, and then you get the guys believing a little bit, and that's what really happened is they started believing that we could make those plays, and they were executing at a very high level, Jadrian and the guys. And then the offensive staff, I can't say enough about their preparation because, again, we had a staff meeting early Monday morning, and I'd watched some film on Montana State's defense, and, they're well coached, and they do a lot of good things, so we knew we were going to have to play well on that side of the ball.
You mentioned Murray in the run game, the quarterback getting loose. But besides him, what did you think of your run defense? Just to get
outstanding. I thought we handled their running backs very good. Number 17 is a big, tough, physical kid, and I really like the way he plays. So we knew we were going to have to shut down the tailbacks. Murray, like I say, getting out of the gate was a little bit disappointing, and then he hit a couple throws on us that are frustrating from a defensive back's perspective. But again, that kid's going to make a lot of plays. He's going to be a dang good player in this league for a long time.
What would you say about the mental outlook of a guy like Heine, who's in his senior season? He hasn't really had a lot in the way of stats or anything in his career to come up big in a game like this.
Well, Heine's a great kid, and he's had some up and downs where there's times where he's had a lot of success and then times where he's had to battle back. And that shows how resilient that kid is. He's tough, and he does things right. And I really love having him on this football team. It shows me a lot. It shows me that the program that we're trying to build is working, because I want those kids that have maybe not had a lot of success to be ready to pick up that rifle when the time comes and really let it rip. And he did that today, and I'm super proud of him.
4 wins in a row, most since 2008. What do you think that says about your team and the program?
Well, the only thing that tells me is we better be ready to go for Southern Utah, just because I know we're going to face another good team this week, and if we take them one game at a time, we got a chance to be really good. We start overlooking someone in this conference, you can't do that. So are we happy with our progression and pulling out some of these games? Absolutely, but we still got a long ways to go, and our best football yet to be played. It was close in that first half, but it's yet to be played. I know we still got a lot in us.